Hey everyone, it's Apache here and welcome back to Megaquarium. We've just leveled up to rank 8 here. I've just left it running for about, I don't know, quarter of an hour, 20 minutes or so. And it's leveled me up. What I've done is put all of these podiums on 0 days, and it seemed to keep the moodlets up and running, so yeah. Although I have worked out there's a few things that we do need to do this episode to make things even better. So we do have some things unlocked. We have Pacific Paint, Egg Rack, Lantern and Skull. They seem pretty cool. We will be putting those into some new tanks. And we have available to research the Atlantic Mackerel, Southern Stingray, Blue and Yellow Grouper, the Leopard Shark, which is the one we'll be going for first. The Lump Sucker, which sounds amazing. Has curved pelvic fins, which it places together to create a cup to suction itself to surfaces. How wonderful that is. We have the common lobster, which is one of the ones we accidentally deleted a couple of episodes back. We have a large nitrate filter, mega chiller, mega double filter, popcorn cart, deluxe toilet, copper band, toy shelf and the U-tank. I think we'll have fun with the U-tank as well in this playthrough, see how big we can get this thing, exactly what we can put in it, how many pumps it's going to need to actually make this thing run at maximum size. That'll be interesting. So let's go. We will first of all go for this mega double filter because that is really going to help us, and then of course we will go for the leopard shark and we'll see how much this can. Let's have a look where this rests as well. We're on about 1530 maximum. So let's have a look at this leopard shark. It is a tropical shark. It is an active swimmer. Requires herring and supplement and needs a rounded tank. This animal needs to constantly move, so it needs a tank with rounded edges so it doesn't get stuck in the corners, which is perfect because we're using these Belfast tanks. Wonderful, so we can just stick it straight into here once it's done. So what I might do is just pause the game for a minute because we need to work out how much more we need to add onto this and whether we actually need a second pump to actually make all of this work. So let's go click on this and we will add a tank to here. So we're one away. So actually, I know I just wanted to use the mega stuff, but it is actually going to work with just that large heater, and that will heat both of these, which means on this side, if we get in a double nitrate filter, one of these ones, a large nitrate reactor onto this side here, then that will actually give us, it'll give us, we need two of them actually, because the best way to use these is in equal quantities. So we've got we've got 4 filters and 4 protein skimmers here, and we'd only have 2 of the nitrates. But that does actually heat both of these well enough, so that's good. Which means that this, when we get that wobble gong thing, would need to go up there. We may need to shuffle these things around as well, which we can do. Because we can just pick up this entire tank and move it around wherever we want. Anyway, this episode, the main thing I wanted to do was build this place out and try and get rid of some of all of these. So I think I'm going to do this side first. I'm going to try and get rid of this bit here. You will want your feeding increased. So first of all, we will expand out all of this section. And we'll bring it out, that'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So that gives us an incredibly large amount of space to work. That gives us a huge amount of space. Now one thing I could do is just move all of this down to here. But I think I want to try and get rid of all of these instead. So what we're going to do is... I think I might just... No, I will move some of these things. Because otherwise people are going to start complaining. So just quickly move all of this down. We need more bins in as well, so that's one thing that I'm going to do. Place that in there, and the final one is that might actually be our only broom stand. Oh, there's one in the toilet section here, and we need to build another toilet block as well, but we're still blocked in over here. So let's have a think. We are going to need a separate backstage area, and I think I'm going to do this with the deep wall tanks. Yeah, I think I'm going to use the deep wall tanks. So that is the maximum size for them. So again, I'm going to need to move all of these because I need to put this in. And it's going to go in about there. So when you come in, that is directly on the right as you walk in. And then, of course, we're going to need to block this off while we're doing this, or I could just put stuff in it now. Actually, no, I will populate it and then unpause. So for that, I'm actually going to want to block off all of this, apart from one of them, which will go there for a staff door into this backstage. This will need a platform and a staircase up to it. So I'm hoping that this one tank can house a fair amount of this stuff. What do we have in here? In here we only have one fish, and that is an oblique lined dotty back. In here we have a grouper and a coral. In here we have a schooling bannerfish and a coral beauty. So I think... Oh, and what do we have in here as well? Another coral beauty. Right. So we can move all of this in. And also I definitely want to move that net in. So we can place that at the back there. Want to move some of this stuff in as well. That decoration there. So I definitely want these guys. So let's do this the quicker way. Get the move tool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and you. And you will all go into there. The grouper can't go into here because it'll eat all of these. At least I think it will. Let's just grab all of this stuff and we can delete it as we need to. And grab that. I'm actually going to sell off this coral beauty, we don't need him. And I can sell off this combined filter, this, and this. So tank 1 and tank 2 are now able to be sold off completely. So that is that one and that one. So we don't need them anymore. No, cancel. Thank goodness it gives you a cancel, eh? Now, do any of these need light? Are any of these allergic to light? Can't use stony coral. And they don't care about anything really. Now in here, this is one we haven't looked at. We have clownfish and anemones with a light. So let's grab the light and we will... Oh, lights cannot be transferred. So we may as well shove a light on here. That is in here. Put a light on there. So then we can move these the anemones in. And we may as well put the clownfish in as well. There we go. We have a nice treasure chest there and some more rocks. Don't really need the rocks, but they'll be good in here. Give it a bit more life in there. We can then get rid of all of that. And that is this tank unneeded. So now this one has an oblique dotty back. What does the... this is a bully and dislikes being with amphias, grammars and dotty backs, including itself. Now in here we don't have any of those. We have a schooling bannerfish, coral beauty, clownfish, but we don't have any dotty backs, grammars or amphias. Do we have any wimps? That's not a wimp. These are not wimps. This one is a wimp, so we can't have the dotty back in there, unfortunately. Which means, yeah, goodbye Mr. Dottyback. Get rid of those as well, and that is that tank, I think. Nope. Still got stuff in there. That is this tank here. So we can get rid of that tank there. So now this guy is the only one left over here. Now we could get another wall tank over here. Yeah, let's do that. Let's get a deep wall tank. Bring it up to maximum size. Put these walls back in. So we're going to want that guy in there. We will put the anemone in. And we may as well move all of this stuff in as well. And then we want the lights. And the lights go on there. And so that is this tank now completely gone. Yes. Yes, sell. So we want to sell that, sell that. We want to move these over to here. Move that one, that one, that one. We can sell all of this now. And that gives us this entire area back. We're also going to sell... No, I'll keep those in for now because they're still generating quite a lot. And we're going to need to... In the centre here, that is, I think it's in... Yeah, it's in here with these. It is Aztec paint. So just paint the floor, colour it's supposed to be. Like that. So that gives us all of this area back. Now we've got half of it done. Now in here, this hardly has anything in it. We will add in the much needed platform and the stairs. Mainly, the main reason for doing that is so that it doesn't come up with the annoying warning there. Nothing to do with the fish. So with these we're going to need a pump. So let's grab the pump, which is in this one, power pump. We'll place that there. We want this, and we want to put it just so that we know exactly what we're doing with all of the other stuff. The stuff we need to stick around it. we'll hook it up to both. So these need 224, that should be fairly simple with power heaters. That gives us 440, that's fine. And then we're going to need a maximum of 80. Wow, that's actually really quite high. So these double heaters, we're going to stick one on that side, one on that side. That does actually do it. That's wonderful, because we've got a spare slot there as well. So let's press play. Now we've only got one fish in this side, so let's just press pause again and we can increase the yield on this. We did have, well, it's a panther grouper in there. Is it of size, what size is it at? So this panther grouper is at size 14, can eat fish and crustaceans of size 5. So this coral grouper, if it goes in now, we'd need to make a nursery tank for it. Can it actually go into this one? Do we have anything of size 2? Or size 3? We do have something of size 3. Can't eat size 3 until it grows. As soon as it grows, we're going to stick it into this tank. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put a coral grouper into that tank there. We do need a bit of... well, we essentially need a piece of driftwood in here. And that will stop that from complaining. As soon as it's in here, it doesn't matter because it's got the that at the back of it, but we will actually put some redundancy in here with a pitted column. Move you over to there. We'll go for the column and stick it in the corner back there. So that gives us a massive amount of redundancy with the caves in here. And quite a lot with the stone actually, because it's 4 stone on its own. What else can we put in there? Oh yes, let's have a look at these horse-eyed jacks. I think these are cold water. Let's get one of them in here. And let's have a look at it. Horse-eyed jack. What are you? No, you are tropical. You need a big tank. That's absolutely fine. You are size 10. You do grow up to size 18 and then up to size 27. You are a bully, which is fine. We don't care about that. We've got 5 of them. What size is this tank? 112. That's not too big. I think we can afford to put 2 in. That would be 27, so that would be 50, 54. Plus the B is size 14. Plus that one is size 9. That's 25, 54, 79 in total. So that's got 79 in it now. So another 27 would be what, 8606. So we can stick 3 of them in, and then we can try and make this work. So it needs 18. We can get plus 4 from these. So stick a few of those around. We can get plus 3 from these egg racks. Now they are 3 wide. I don't think we've got anywhere we can put that, but it would be really cool at the back. So we will grab this rock here, move that down somewhere, and then place in the egg rack at the back. We only need 3 more, so I think we can do that with some kelp. There we go. Now this is going to need herring. So we'll get some herring. We'll stick that there. All of these needs are fine. Although we don't have some of these. Some of these are in this side, I would imagine. Yeah, they are. So let's... we do need some more filtration as well. Let's see if we can put 2 of those in for now, and I think that should be fine. That should take it way over the edge. So food wise, we're going to need green pellets. We're going to need the lime green stuff, whatever that is. What else do we need? We need mussels. Now what's Artemia? However you say that name. Where's the Artemia? Oh, we don't have Artemia. Is that somewhere else? It's being fed it. I don't know. Never mind. What else do we need? We need the orange as well. So let's grab the orange pellets. Orange pellets are... That's strange. Where's the orange pellets? We don't have orange pellets available. Even though it has access to some, because there's an orange pellet dispenser here. That's supplement, that is sand eel. That is orange pellets. That's the only orange pellet dispenser we have. I'm really glad I didn't get rid of some of these. So there we go. Now we just need to make this look a bit more pretty here. So we will move... We can move the broom cupboard backstage somewhere. Why not? For now, we're going to move these bits around to... No, let's forward plan. Let's put these ones, for now, there, and where's the other guy? There it is. And there. Mainly because we're going to need some space here to put more wall tanks in, to be able to move all this stuff over to there. And that's it. Excellent, so today we've been able to move all of this section here, which was tiny little tanks, to over here in two tanks, two giant tanks, add more fish in as well, and cut the amount of repairable equipment down quite drastically. We've probably got rid of about 10 different machines and replaced them with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we managed to cut down on a lot of the machinery we've got. Let's just have a look at how some of these look. Zoom right in. That looks much better, doesn't it? One giant tank with a few different types of fish in it. I think what I will do though is, if we can, if we have one. What I was hoping for was a flame angel fish. But it doesn't look like we have one. Because we had that coral beauty. The flame angel fish works really well in a tank with them because they don't like being in a tank with any of their own type. So it's nice to have the two of them which are really fussy, the coral beauty and the flame angel fish in the same tank. For you, we will carry on Dante with talking. I have switched around his things now, so he is on talking as a first priority. Right, let's press pause for a minute because these are the horse-eye jacks have grown and the coral grouper has grown. This is what I was waiting for, because this coral grouper now needs to move from this tank into that tank. We do need a bit more filtration. That is because these are being fixed. Why are you fixing them? You're terrible at fixing. Right, we can take you off fixing. And somebody else can fix that. And whilst it's being fixed, this will... See, that's much better. And then you need fixing, and then this needs fixing. And that still hasn't done it. Right. That's what I wanted to see. So we are going to need to move this around a bit. which actually means we are going to need a bit more space at the back here. So let's just grab like 3 more rows, that's up to 18. Let's push this back to there. We will then add that tank in as well, and then move that one. No, let's just delete those 2 and those, and we will put in, oh, we're so close to doing that. How do we want to do this? Let's see if that does it. There's the leopard shark. We will go for the... I love these stingrays. Let's go for the stingrays. We'll put those into the tank at the back. Let's just wait for this to be researched. It's nearly there. We'll get a couple of bad moodlets from these guys. Hopefully they won't die. Really want them to not die. Oh, I've just thought. These guys can now eat up to size... No, so that's the coral grouper. These guys can now eat up to size 7. Which means that when they grow up even further, they're going to eat the coral grouper. So unfortunately, Mr. Coral Grouper, you're going to have to be sold before you give us bad moodlets by being eaten. So come on, let's go. Let's get this researched, because then this will work fully. That has actually sold this for now. Not too sure why. Oh, because it's not got that taxing it. So pick next research on that. We will go for the large nitrate filter because we're going to need that. So let's just press pause once more. Now we will delete these. Probably keep that one actually. And we will go to here, we'll get a mega double on that side, a mega double on that side, and a mega double there. Now that should definitely have no problem in these, even when these grow up to be size 27 each. Anyway, that is where I'm going to leave it for today. I think we've done fairly well today. We've got some decent stuff unlocked and we're actually using it. So we've actually cut this down to 5 things we're using now instead of about 10 to 12 I think or so before. Don't exactly know how many, but we've cut it down drastically, and we've got these 2 tanks in as well. So anyway, thank you for joining me today. If you did enjoy this episode, please leave a like, comment and subscribe on the video and to the channel, and I will see you next time. If you enjoyed this video, please consider supporting me by subscribing to the channel and liking and commenting on the videos. Thanks. See you next time.